gon' see. Yeah, God power from my head and my feet. Yeah, this colossal. What I say is gospel. I cook this with love. They gon' eat it up and swallow me. I'm from the ghetto, babe. Seen bodies in the street so I could tweet. I came from nothing. I turned a mustard seed into $1 million in the discussion. Had a TED talk with the higher me, show me how to run it up. I need all my cheese. Every day that I wake up, I'm pinching myself. Can't believe that I'm really me. Popping shows in New Zealand, boy, you is not eating, man. We do not play in the same league. I gave my mama some racks and she asked me if I'm selling. I said, mama, please. If I was, do you think I'd let you know? Got so many memories that I made on Cascade Road. This is God-given, so I thank her as I go. This gon' sound conceited, but I know. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Yeah, got power from my head to my feet. Yeah, run up on me, maybe so you gon' see. Yeah. I did not chase, I just attract. What you put in, you get back. I'm screaming Campbell, then still hit the dance and them wherever I'm at. Feel like a champion, mamba mentality. I am the masterpiece, life is the crap. These love me and I can't resist it, but I'm only guilty of slipping too fast. Life is by legacy, what lies ahead of me, helping to get peace with this past. Little bitty regular that I pack, 007 before you react. Don't think twice, my only advice for my granddad before he passed. Look to the stars, look at the sky at night. Tell me that heaven ain't black on everything I love. Try not to brag till you bring it up. Tunnel vision, block opinions, and I could give but think of us. Duck jab hooks in it through the roof with an uppercut. Tell the truth, shut the devil up. In the booth, I'm untouchable. Crazy thing they with me. Yeah, crazy thing they with me. Run up on me, baby, so you gon' see. Yeah, got power from my head and my feet.
My Brooklyn, go see Chirac, Southside.
With Chesapeake Bay gleaming in the distance, we are inside M&T Bank Stadium near the Inner Harbor in Baltimore, Maryland. Today, we reach Week 15, and we've got a good matchup in store between the Pittsburgh Steelers and the Baltimore Ravens. Justin Tucker set to boom this one away, and off we go from M&T Bank Stadium. This will be fielded inside the 5. And a good return, able to get out across the 35 to the 36. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. And now before this first down play, we're going to get... They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
Okay, ready?
A quick throw knocked away and incomplete. These two teams met in Pittsburgh earlier in the year with the Steelers prevailing in that one. So a win here in Baltimore would give them the season sweep. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Here's Huntley. That's complete to his tight end flyer move. And they're going to get this up to midfield.
When you get a big tight end like this, sometimes it takes more than one man to bring him down. Oftentimes your best bet, just jump on and hold on and wait for your teammates to arrive to help get him on the ground.
Come on. Hey. 19-5.
And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. An option handoff given to Harris. And he got blown up. Losing yardage on the play back at the 44. Huntley to throw. And he will slide to a stop. He does have the first down.
18, right here. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals. Come back in, come back in. Warriors, 17. Trap 50, trap 50.
To throw, Huntley. Fires the out route and completes it to Harris. And he'll be marked down right at the 20-yard line. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he'll protect himself at the end here as he winds up getting pretty decent yardage. And the slot man goes in motion left. On second down, this is Harris. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1. When we talk about defenders, specifically linebackers, keeping their eyes in the right spot, he had that eye down the entire time.
And you know that's not easily done because they throw a lot of misdirection at you. They try and fool you and get your eyes in the wrong place. But you're right about that one. He correctly figured that one out and made a really nice play.
9th play coming up here on this drive. This is 3rd and a yard. Now a handoff up the middle. Hardy. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. 1st and goal. A chance for an early statement here on the road. They'll keep it on the ground. It's Hardy, and he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
This defense is a difficult one to prepare for, one of the best in the league. They'll come at you from all angles, and they did a nice job there stopping him for a loss.
From back at the 4, here's 2nd and goal. Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Patrick Queen charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11.
2nd goal, last thing you need to do is get pushed backwards to take a sack. But he couldn't find anywhere to go with the football. Had to eat it and ended up on the ground.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So they'll accept that penalty, and that will, of course, move the football up the field. So now, after the penalty, they'll try again here on 3rd and goal. Back to throw. Huntley. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line. Michael Pearson, his 340-pound glory, gets the sack. Boswell's kick is good. So he's been automatic to this point of the season, and he connects on the field goal there.
And what a luxury it is to have a kicker you can depend upon, partner, because he hasn't missed all year long. Converts on that one as well. And kudos to you. You didn't jinx him.
And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. The drive will commence with a run by J.K. Dobbins. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Hey, report! Report!
On the counter now, it's Dobbins. Nowhere to go that time. Might have gotten a yard up to the 25.
You already play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4. Those three guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big, big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they will just roam and hit.
Now, right where this set of downs started, they need a full 10 here to pick up the first down and move the chains. Rolling to his right. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They are such a talented team at defending the perimeter and taking away throws to the outside. Great confidence, great skill.
He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. Here's Hardy set to return. So a good punt, but a solid 12-yard return. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. They've got a 3-0 lead and the football as they start 1st and 10. Throwing to start the drive. Huntley. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. Opted to run for it. The decision a good one. Picking up the first, getting 14 yards on the scramble.
60 Bison, 60 Bison. 19 right.
On 1st and 10, Huntley. He's got his tight end Freiermuth over the middle. He'll get it inside the 20. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. They go play action here on 1st down. And he's got it. And he's in. Touchdown, Steelers. Pat Freiermuth with touchdown number 8 on the year. And they are able to add on to their advantage. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows to 10-0. So an early 10-0 lead for them now as they kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They'll look to get something started. They need to, down 10-0 early as they've got it 1st and 10. And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26. 10-0 the score after 1 on EA Sports. The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26.
Hey, report!
Jackson. Right back to Duvernay. That's complete. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Throwing now, Jackson on 1st down. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. The Ravens sit 9-4 now on the year. And they coming on a pretty good roll here. Winners of 3 straight.
And I thought that they played pretty well last week. Their execution, their discipline, their resilience, all on display in that victory.
An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's going to be caught. It's James Prochet. And they're going to have themselves another first down as the tackle's made at the Steelers' 39. And he's going to be out of bounds down around the 35-yard line. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
But that call makes sense because they've been throwing it well on this drive. And once again, they show passing formation, showing the shotgun. Then they ran out of it. That's a nice play by them defensively, though, to hold it to a short gain.
Jackson on the give to Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. 7th play in the drive forthcoming on 3rd and 8. Open man is Duvernay. And he's going to be stopped here a few yards short of the first as the tackle is made at the 33. So Jackson will head to the Ravens sideline, and on comes Justin Tucker for the field goal try. Tucker's kick is good, and they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. So a good job there to kind of weather the storm in that first quarter and come back with their first points of the ball game.
Yeah, you hate to be coming from behind early on, but you're exactly right. They took some time, able to move the ball, and now it's back to a 10-3 game.
The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. With the football changing hands here as this offense takes the field, Charles, they'd be fine with more of the same on this upcoming drive. Last time out, they found the end zone for 6.
And they're certainly hoping for more of the same, but the game plan, I doubt it'll just be a carbon copy of the last drive because I think this offense is ready to break out some new wrinkles and try some new things that might be hidden in their playbook. They want to use that confidence to its advantage while also keeping the defense from anticipating what's up next.
On first down, Huntley. His throw incomplete.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
So 2nd down and 10. Once again, they'll go from the 40. To throw again, Huntley. Oh, he'll want that one back. Incomplete. He doesn't drop too many in that department. 3rd down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
19 tight. 19 tight. 10 to 11.
From the gun on 3rd down, Huntley. Working the sideline here. Did he get the feet in? Yes, they say that he did. Nice job tapping both of them down. His first catch, and it's a pretty big one. They get the conversion on 3rd down. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line. Harris running straight ahead. Oh, he's got a little dip. And nothing but green grass here, middle of the field. And he is into the end zone, and the touchdown record is now all his. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead is now 17-3. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Last time out, you remember their drive stalled, but thanks to their kicker, booted a long field goal to at least get them 3. Now here they'll try to do better and find the end zone.
And in our experience, how much fun is it for coaches to know that they've got a kicker who can nail it from long distance? Now, the hard part is, as an offensive play caller, you don't want that in your head too much where you're relying on it, and he goes out and gets the job done for them. But I'm quite sure he would be content to just kick extra points from here on out.
Yeah, absolutely no. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. He has just been a load for opposing offenses to account for. Now 8 interceptions on the year.
I love that number because I always think of center field. You know, when I hear 8, because that's the position you write in the scorecard in baseball. And what do good center fielders do? Take all the alleys, right? They range deep and make a hole.
And a loose football. And it's picked up by the Ravens. He's at the 40. The 20. And this is going to be brought back for a Baltimore touchdown. And that's a linebacker showing he can move pretty good with a football in his hand.
That's not just a short shuttle now. He took it and went a pretty good distance, didn't he? Did you get the 40 time on that?
I didn't, but he got 6 points out of it. I love a great play for that defensive unit. Tucker with an extra point. That slices the lead down to 17-10. So here's the kickoff now as he'll get it again following that fumble return for a score. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, they were in the exact situation, but their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it, and that's what you don't want to do.
Quick hitter here, it's complete. And that's good for a gain of 6, and it makes it 3rd down and 2 yards to go.
Timing is so important on a route like this because he's going to line up out right and then cut straight across the field. I think the ball might have come out a count or two too late because by the time he was able to secure it, not much of a chance to turn it upfield.
This offense so far on 3rd down, they've been good. 3 for 4 thus far. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And some room to roam now. 91 yards rushing for him now in this one as he is closing in on 1,800 yards for the year. A lot of running backs, a little bit of a disadvantage when you start talking MVP. Might not be the case this year. You think he's got a shot, don't you?
I do. I think he's got more than a shot, but what he's going to need here down the stretch this late in the season, he needs that big closing game, that game that we're all going to reflect on and go, oh my goodness, did he put up a number, let's say 200 plus?
Throwing on 1st down, Huntley. Open man, that's the tight end Freiermuth. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth. His 2nd touchdown of the game and his 9th on the year. And the Steelers have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead now up to 14. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And out a little across the 25 to the 27. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As the offense comes out here, Charles, maybe perhaps a bit more of a focus on the run game for this drive after tossing an interception on the previous one?
I think that's a good way to look at it and a good way to think about it, but maybe they get to it in a little bit different way.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. Just a lot going on there in the middle of the field, and this one winds up a turnover.
Yeah, they're running a crossing route here, and the idea of it is to get defenders confused about who to go with. But if you throw it too early, sometimes it's your quarterback that gets confused, and here he throws it into coverage and gets it intercepted.
scoring to start the drive. Huntley. That pass is caught by Hardy. The ball comes out, and it's picked up by the Ravens. And they had just picked it off to get the football. They fumble it right back. I looked over to both sidelines. A lot of scrambling to find the helmets.
Yeah, you can almost, you know both sides are screaming sudden change. Because when sudden change happens, that's a defensive call to get back out on the field. There's been a fumble, so an interception, some type of a turnover. You've got to get back out there and play. These guys just want to get to the bench and gather themselves and regroup a little bit. Let's see if these offenses can settle in and start taking care of the ball a little bit better.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down.
That's a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
Creeping up on a minute to play in this first half. Here's Jackson. He'll dump this off complete to Dobbins. It'll go down as a gain of 6, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now. They'll need 5 on this play to move the sticks. Now Jackson. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it. And that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Roquan Smith. And the Steelers are going to have the football here at their own 35-yard line. And a penalty accepted, and they move the ball forward. They'll throw on first down with Jackson. That's taken in by Duvernay. Now the Ravens going to use one of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 18 seconds to go in the first half.
Good strong throw and catch right there. And so far in this game, the alleys have been open for them to get completions, and they're taking advantage of it.
Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
Going with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field have covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. And the Steeler pressure too much here. He's going to go down. And this offense going to elect to burn a timeout with 5 seconds remaining in quarter number 2. Matt Ioannidis bowling his way in and sticking him to the turf. Now after that sack, it's 3rd and long for Jackson and the Ravens. Throwing left side here, and it's complete. And he's going to get this all the way down inside the 35. So we have come to halftime in what's already a 2-touchdown game. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, and we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gordon, set and ready to rock for the 3rd quarter. The Ravens set to receive the football, trailing here as we resume action in the 3rd quarter. This will be fielded inside the 5. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As they begin their 2nd half here, Charles, offensively, not where they... And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Miles Jack. And the Steelers are going to take possession of the football. And that one is going to sting. First play of the 3rd quarter and a turnover.
And you have to know that at halftime, they spent a lot of time going through their checklist of what they wanted to accomplish to start this 3rd quarter.
And in for the Steelers touchdown. Deontay Johnson, 25 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Boswell good with the extra point, and the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Take it in at the 3. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. Now it's Jackson. And now here is another interception. It's Devin Bush, the linebacker, who picks it. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. So they obviously declined that, and it is a touchdown.
They still had the option, but let's face it.
There's no option.
There's no option when you score a touchdown. An easy call for them.
Extra point put through by Boswell, and that'll increase their lead to 28. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6, and now the kick is away. This will be fielded inside the 5. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 23. After the pick 6, they go right back to the air. And they're able to get this one across the 35. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first. With that grab, he now sits at 200 for his career, and maybe more importantly, a first down. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And he puts his head down and gets up to the 42 for a gain of about 6.
Well, I think after that run, the defense getting back in the huddle and looking at each other and maybe starting to question their confidence a bit. They gave up a significant run, 6 yards. And now you're saying to yourself, how do we stop them? And do I have enough confidence to make a play?
And he's able to get this one out closer to midfield across the 45. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first.
Evident there that he learned his lesson from the last drive. No way he was going to force a throw that time. When nothing broke open, kept it, and ended up running for a first down himself.
And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I think it's pretty evident we can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they've stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Jackson. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. But we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive. It goes as a pickup of 23, and it'll give the Ravens a first down. To throw again is Jackson. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with that throw, partner. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
And we're in Baltimore, third quarter action, 2nd and 10. From the gun, Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over here up near the 40. Well, to be blunt, not a whole lot has gone right for this defense in this ball game. But that's something right there. Still in the third quarter. It would take something around miracle territory for a comeback, but maybe that's a start, Charles.
It certainly is, and they're definitely showing that there's some fight still left in them. Hasn't been a banner day. They're trying their best to put that disappointment behind them and find ways to make plays.
To the 43, second down.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
They'll try the right side with Harris. And he'll get this up past the 45 to the 47. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
Yeah, boy, he is very close to a first down, but from where they're spotting that football, he's going to be a foot or so short. They'll try and run the option. And he's got the first down yardage there as he takes it just across midfield. Little read option, the end result, the first down, so a good read.
And the way teams are running it nowadays, they've added variety to it. You know, the original way was you read the defensive end. If he crashes down, you pull it and you go. Now they may not even block that person.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
Now that was a passer's nightmare. The front door totally shut down by the defense, so he kept going backwards, hoping to find another avenue of escape. It didn't exist.
That huge loss on the sack makes this job much more difficult. It's now 2nd down and 22 yards to go. And he'll get it out to midfield. Looks like, yeah, they'll spot it right in midfield at the 50. Now play number 7 of the drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 10. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Pass complete. George Pickens with it. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. George Pickens, 50 yards. And the Steelers get another third quarter touchdown to add on to that lead. Boswell good with the extra point. And the lead grows even larger here in the third quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. This will be fielded inside the 5. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. As this offense takes the field against CD, remember last drive they were moving the football, but then they threw that costly interception, so we'll see if they can right the ship here on this drive.
And doesn't that just sum up football? We see it all the time, don't we? The defense goes from losing the battle to making a huge play and stealing the momentum. So you know they're riding high right now, and they're ready to challenge this offense and that quarterback one more time.
And we'll see if the offense is up for that challenge here as things start to get more interesting here in this second half.
And he's able to plow forward up to about the 29, just shy of the 30.
To throw is Jackson. And that's knocked away and incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
They'll try and throw for it with Jackson. And it's going to be batted down, and will go the other way with the football. So certainly an interesting call there to go for it. And the Steelers, they're going to take over an excellent field position. Huntley to throw. Got it complete to Khalil Shakir. And he'll be brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Simple drag route here, lined up out left and tried to work his way back across the field. You probably saw me twitch there, partner, because I think he wanted the ball a little bit sooner. By the time he looked it in, the defender was right on him.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4. He's already fumbled once in this game, and I thought the ball started to jostle there a little bit, but they got to him quickly at the line of scrimmage.
They sure did, and remember, if you're not a very confident runner and you've already dropped it once, if there's traffic around you, the only thing you think about is protecting the football.
Touchdown! Pat Freiermuth. 23 yards for the touchdown. And the Steelers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter. Extra point put through by Boswell. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. Taken in at the 3. Now a hit and a loose football. So a teammate picking him up there, that was nearly disaster.
And the way that you coach these things, you want to make sure you have eyes towards the return guy because you want to make sure that the catch is secured. A lot of teams do that. They have at least one guy. Okay, you're responsible for making sure he secures the catch. He's not always the one that makes the recovery, but he can always sound out the alarm. Hey, ball's on the ground. We've got to get it back.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Well, we're still in the 3rd quarter, so there's some time to kind of clean this up and make it look more respectable now. Oh, that's probably gone out the window, Charles, but I don't know. Do you look at this as a time to just improve and maybe start to look towards the future?
I think you have to find something to play for, something to grasp onto until the clock runs out. But, Brandon, we've been around this game a long time. This is an outlier. You don't get many blowouts like this no matter how the game looks on paper going in. This one has turned out to be everyone's worst nightmare realized.
Eight yards the gain on that last run. Here's 2nd and a couple. Another run here with Dobbins. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. So that run play nullified by the holding call on the tight end.
Yeah, I just think he needs to get off the ball a lot quicker and get into the block a little bit more effectively. Then he doesn't have to reach and grab and try and hold on.
They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. A shotgun snap and a give to Dobbins. And he's corralled at the 40, but not before picking up 8. The Ravens on third down. They've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 4. Now it's Jackson. Looking for Bateman. He's got him complete. And he'll be taken down, but he does have first down yardage. They'll get 9 out of that one, and as a result, the drive continues. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Jackson now. And now here is another interception. He's at the 30. 10. And he brings this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Steeler touchdown. Boswell for the extra point. Now this one was over a while ago as they just add on to their big lead. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air.
The Ravens take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. Remember, they have won 3 straight, but getting to 4 straight does not appear to be in the cards as they are in a big 4th quarter hole. And out across midfield down to the 45. That one goes for 30 yards.
At this stage, there's nothing left to do but to keep firing. And if you're a play caller, you may go off your sheet and use some things maybe you hadn't planned to in this game. Maybe that was one of them there that worked.
And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line. 2nd and 9 from the 44. From the gun, it's Jackson. He rifles one that's intercepted. And the Ravens are going to take over once again at their own 37-yard line. So the holding call on the offense, so they go ahead and decline that one and take possession of the football on the INT. Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10 at their own 37.
19. 60 average. 60 average.
Here's Huntley. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Hardy. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. The Steeler first down on the pickup of 11 yards. Another example of this offense really having their way, Charles, and another big chunk play there on the ground.
And when you look at the defense, they've got to do a much better job of wrapping up when they tackle. A lot of great opportunities continue to slip through their fingers, as do the runners.
And they'll let the quarterback keep it here on 1st and 10. And he is going to lose yardage here. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
18 Rattler. 18 Rattler. Cowboy 80. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
To throw, Huntley. He's got his tight end Freiermuth right side. And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Pat Freiermuth, 46 yards. And the Steelers look like they're going to get back in the win column as they extend their lead here in this 4th quarter. Boswell good with the extra point. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Where we stand right now in the fourth quarter, this one pretty much out of reach. And, Charles, I know they're going to be disappointed about several things with this ball game, but the self-inflicted wounds, they've had several turnovers. You would have to think that's going to be something they're going to discuss heavily in the film session in the coming days.
You're absolutely right about that, partner, because they're going to have to sit in that film room and watch every error that they made and figure out how to not do it in the future. And mentally, I think a lot of the guys are already starting to think about, okay, how do we put this behind us and get better for the next time out? This, they'll use as motivation for the rest of the time that they play to hopefully never be in this type of situation again.
And Dobbins, he is not going to get there. They stop him short of the line to gain. Here we go. It's Jackson on fourth down. He's got his man. It's Andrews. And he is going to have a Ravens first down as they manage to convert, and that'll keep the drive alive.
Fourth down, trailing in the fourth quarter. They felt compelled to go for it, and they got it.
Well, I'd look down at my play sheet, and what I would find, plays that have been successful throughout the game that have worked in the distance you need, and that's exactly what they got done.
Meanwhile, Jackson's throw into the hands of Andrews. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
That's good for the Baltimore Ravens.
Just 2 minutes remaining here in the fourth quarter of what has been a one-sided affair.
So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they search for a late score. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Throwing is Jackson. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by Minkah Fitzpatrick. And the Steelers are going to take over once again with a football at their own 20-yard line. The Steeler offense here about ready for their next drive.
Well, they don't really need the points here, Charles, given what we're looking at on the scoreboard, but they've scored on 3 consecutive possessions, 3 consecutive drives, and I'm sure that they would like to keep that streak going here and continuing to pull it on.
And things have gotten that way in the NFL, haven't they, partner? Because in the old days, people would, they'd get off the gas a little bit, right? But now, people continue to accelerate. But we'll see what they decide to do as they come out for this one. But the way that this game has gone, they got to be awfully happy with their execution overall.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. It's hauled in by Hardy. And they work this well upfield across the 45. That one looks like he'll throw here. And the Raven pressure too much. Down he goes. Coming up now on a 2nd and 15 following that sack. Looking to throw.
Huntley, he finds Pickens over the middle. And they're going to get this to about the 44-yard line.
From the gun on third down. Huntley, he's going to loft one deep left side here. And they are going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their totals. Extra point put through by Boswell. And this one was over a while ago as they just add on to that big lead. Boswell now to kick it away after the touchdown. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Baltimore offense at the line set to get going. They can't do much at this point, partner. This one is going to go down in the loss column.
You don't make up for what has happened during the game. In this sequence here, maybe you hand it off and let someone run the ball if you so choose. But otherwise, just kneel down, call it a day, and try and prepare going forward.
Now Dobbins again on 2nd down.
And he'll be taken down here, and that is how this one is going to come to an end.
And as this defense walks off the field, they can do so with their heads held high. What a performance by the offense, too. I mean, really, Charles, just complete domination on both sides of the football here in this one.
It certainly was, and I think both sides compete against each other all the time. You go at each other in practice, obviously your training camps, your off-season. But on game day, You both want to show your best, and I think that's what we saw from both the offense and the defense, a complete team victory.
So for the Steelers.
Yeah, my day ones here to dance at the beginning. So you know it's only right, that's how we end it. Came all the way from losing to winning. Yeah, I did it.